Hello and welcome to The W. My name is Tracy Mathews, and it is my pleasure to host this conversation. Deafness does not stop Carla from listening to her customers and passionately serving them. Tiny but Mighty invites us to re-examine our self-limiting beliefs and approach work with gratitude and determination. Joining me on The W for a conversation about this film is Dr. Bobo, Vice President of Networks for Made to Flourish. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Tracy.
Good films tell good stories.
That's right.
So when we think about this good film, telling Carla's good story, if you would just kind of reflect on what are some of the themes that echo God's truth and goodness that you see in Carla's story?
For one thing, a resiliency, the stick-to-itness.
Carla's a fighter.
Tiny but mighty. She didn't get that nickname for nothing. She teaches us this utter dependency. She teaches us tenacity. I'm sure she had her moments of doubt and despair, but she didn't rest there.
She didn't stay there.
She got up and dusted off and went after it. I think that's beautiful.
So Luke, the film has this moment where Carla's talking about the moment in her life where she lost her two languages. She uses that language, but she doesn't give up. She keeps on going. She cries out to God, and she moves forward. You know, how do you see that kind of tenacity, that kind of resilience impact her family, her neighborhood, her work at the Family Dollar store?
That passage in 1 Thessalonians that talks about pray without ceasing, what that means is moment by moment, utter dependence. Now, what Carla teaches us is, as believers, we should have that utter dependence. That's why she has the resiliency. She's
had to have it.
Yeah, and what Carla has probably experienced is enough evidences of God coming through.
It gives resiliency to the hope. You just know that God will come through.
Absolutely. And I think she even says in the film, if I can do it, you can do it.
And with that sense of hope that Carla has, you know, how do you see that translate into the way she goes about her work?
One, toward the end of the film, she talks about she wants to save for her son. The gospel itself is generational. And then the other tender moment that she describes in the film, a customer comes into the store that has a disability, hard of hearing. And she actually taps the person on the shoulder. Now, I think in that description, what she's giving hope to is that person. I'm seen. I'm recognized.
I think there's a tremendous sense of agency within Carla. You know, it's that hope and I can do this. You know, something else that you had mentioned about this film, this story, is Carla's very strong sense of place, of neighborhood, of community. Can you talk a little more about how that strong sense of place kind of overlays with her work?
She wants to flourish, and then she wants to help her neighborhood flourish.
And she has it in view, her place in this, her role in this, like with crystal clarity, right? It's like people need these supplies. People need toilet paper. People need food. And she plays a big part in allowing that to take place.
It's apparent to me that Carla understands that her flourishing is also related to the flourishing of the community. We might say it this way: when the community flourishes, Carla flourishes. And when Carla flourishes, the community flourishes.
We get the sense that Carla has just deep, long-term relationships. We see it kind of play out in the way that she's dialoguing with the woman at the corner store. You know, what kind of impact do these kind of long-term, deeper relationships have on a community, on our work?
What Carla is teaching us is the power of knowing another person. What would it look like if we put the person before the dollar? That would start a revolution in a good way.
Tell us, what do you see in Carla's story in terms of what the daily work that she has to do brings to her and her fullness of life?
Go back to the opening pages of Scripture. We're introduced to a God. He doesn't introduce himself as king. He's certainly that. But how does he introduce himself to us? As a worker. We have a sense of purpose in work. There's a sense of, I'm making a contribution.
We're built for that contribution.
Yeah, and we like to say that work is not primarily about compensation, what we make, it's about what we contribute.
Very good. We got so much to learn from her, huh?
We do.
Well, we've learned so much from you today, Luke. Thank you so much for being with us today. It's always a pleasure, and I always walk away with more.
Thank you, Tracy.
And to our viewers, thanks so much for joining us on The W. Hopefully you too are walking away inspired by Carla and her story. Until next time.